we go. All right. So this morning we're going to do a little bit of yoga. So we're going to start. Let's start sitting down. Take a minute. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Sitting on the floor. You have your legs crossed. If you, or what you probably did was cross your legs the way you normally do. So what I want you to do is switch your legs out here. Just a moment. And get the other leg in front. It may feel a little weird, but a lot of times some of the imbalances we have in our bodies is because we do the same habitual things over and over again. You may feel a difference in your hips because when you have one foot in front of the other, you've got one hip that's up a little higher than the other. So it may feel a little awkward right now. And we're going to sit here for a minute or two. So if it gets to be painful at any time, please make sure that you can go ahead and switch your legs out. You can also sit with your knees bent if you need to. You can have your legs out in front of you or your legs wide. Whichever feels better for you, because we are going to be here for just a few minutes doing some breathing techniques first thing. If it's available to you, you can bring one foot on top of the other, just however. So finding yourself sitting nice and tall, take your first two fingers, gently place them on your chin and press that chin back till you feel that neck line up with your spine. Your ears should be over your shoulders and your shoulders should be over your hips. Gently placing your hands on your thighs. You can have your palms down or your palms up. Generally, when your palms are down, this denotes more of an inward journey. You're going inside. When you've got your palms open, that is more of a receiving gesture, that you're open to receiving whatever this morning. And either way is perfectly fine, just whichever feels better to you this morning. So you can gently close your eyes, or you can have a nice soft gaze forward. I want you to begin to bring your attention to your breath. I want you to begin inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Notice your breath here. If it's available to you, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Right now, while we're making this video, it is spring and pollen is high. So if you're struggling inhaling and exhaling through your nose, gently purse your lips as if you're going to blow out a candle or give someone a kiss. And then you can inhale and exhale through that little small hole in your mouth. Notice that as you inhale and exhale, whether or not you're feeling your breath up in your chest or whether you're feeling it in your belly. Doesn't matter which place you're feeling it. I just want you to notice it. There's no judgment here. As you inhale, I want you to fill the belly up with air like a balloon. Imagine the belly is expanding and filling up as you inhale. And as you exhale, you're gently deflating the balloon. Inhale, belly fills up. Exhale, belly contracts, comes back in. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly contracts. And you're not trying to control the breath right now. You're just trying to let it come and go naturally. Inhaling, expanding the belly, filling it up with air. Exhaling, let it come back down, deflating the balloon. Inhale, fill the balloon up. Exhale, deflate the balloon. And now we're going to move through what is called a focus breath. We're going to do a count of 4. You're going to inhale to the count of 4. You're going to fill your body all the way up with the air. You're going to hold it for the count of 4. And then you're going to exhale it completely to the count of 4. And then sit in that emptiness for a count of 4. We're going to do just a few rounds of this. So let's exhale the breath all the way out. And inhale, 2, 3, 4. And hold the breath up at the top. Let it sit there. 3, 4. Now exhale the breath all the way out. 3, 4. Now sit there in that emptiness for just a moment. 3, 4. Inhale, fill all the way up. 3, 4. Hold up at the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold in the emptiness. 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Sit in the emptiness. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold up at the top. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. And sit in the emptiness. 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold up at the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And sit in the emptiness. 2, 3, and 4. Now let your breath come back to its natural rhythm for just a moment. Inhaling and exhaling. And then grabbing your strap, your towel, a belt, anything, just something kind of long. I want you to come to lying down on your back. Making sure you've got this strap nearby. Getting yourself nice and comfortable, feeling all the points of contact your body has with the mat or the floor if you're just on the floor. I want you to inhale that right knee to the chest, grasp behind the thigh for a moment, and pull that knee to the chest. Your left foot is nice and flexed. Inhale, reach that right leg up to the ceiling, and begin pointing and flexing that right foot. And then now let's do some ankle circles and reverse. Slowly bring that right knee back to the chest for a moment, and then straighten that right leg back out. Inhale that left knee to the chest and squeeze. That right foot is flexed. Inhale, lift that left foot up to the ceiling, begin pointing and flexing. Now let's make some ankle circles, one direction and reverse direction. Bring that left knee back to the chest for a moment, and then slowly straighten that leg. Now grasp your strap, your belt, your towel, whatever you're using, and I want you to bring your that strap to that foot. If you don't have a strap, that's perfectly fine. You can just grasp behind the knee. But placing that strap or the belt, rope, whatever, on the ball of that foot, I want you to grasp both sides and gently pull the bottom of that foot down. Feel that leg moving down into that hip socket. Now inhale, lift the head and the chest up, and then exhale, bring your chin towards the knee. Inhale, back away. Exhale, chin to the knee. Inhale, back away. Exhale, chin to the knee. Inhale, back away. Exhale, drop the head and shoulders to the mat. Now taking both edges of the strap or the towel in your right hand, I want you to clasp it. Bring your left hand down to the floor. You're going to drop that right leg all the way out to the right side. Now you want to keep that left hip on the floor, so if that left hip comes up, you want to bring that leg back up. And, know, maybe it only goes out this far. That's perfectly fine. However far you can go while keeping that left hip on the floor. And breathe. Inhale and exhale through the nose if it's available. If not, you can do that parsley lip breathing. You should feel this nice stretch on the inside of the thigh and the groin area. Now inhale back up to the center, taking the strap, the towel, the belt, whatever, in your left hand. Bring the right hand out to the floor, and I want you to draw that leg across the midline of the body. You should really feel that in your hip area. And breathe. Gaze can be over the right fingertips, palms can be up or hands down, whichever feels better to you. Inhale back up to the center, and then exhale, bend that knee, and then bring that left foot into the towel or whatnot. Drop that right leg down to the mat, and lift that left leg straight up to the ceiling. You've got that strap, the belt, the towel, whatever, on the ball of that foot, and you're pulling that leg down into that hip socket. If you don't have a strap, you're just gently grasping behind the thigh. Right foot is flexed. Now, inhale, lift the head and shoulders up off the mat, and exhale, chin to the knee. If you don't have a strap, run your hands as far down the leg towards the calf and ankle as you can, and chin to the knee. Inhale, back away. Exhale, chin to the knee. Your forehead is reaching towards the toes. Inhale, back away. Exhale, chin to the knee. Inhale, back away. Exhale, chin to the knee. Inhale, back away. Exhale, drop the head and the shoulders to the mat. Now, placing both sides of the strap into the left hand this time. I want you to place your right hand on the floor. You're going to drop that left leg out to the left. Again, trying not to let this right hip come up. So you're only going to, if that right hip comes up, bring that leg back up. And then drop that left leg only as far down as you can, keeping the hip up. You can drop that elbow to the floor if you need to. And breathe. One side is going to be different than the other. This side may go down further, or it may not go down as much. Doesn't matter. Perfectly fine. Again, you should feel this stretch in the inside of the thigh and the groin. Relax that thigh. Inhale back up to the center, and then switch hands. Grasp the strap, both sides of the strap with the right hand. Drop the left hand to the floor and draw that leg across the body. Hello, hips again on this side. Gaze can be either up at the ceiling or gently looking over the left fingertips. And breathe. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Gently bring that left leg back up, and you can slowly release the strap and lower that leg to the ground. Letting yourself sit there, lay down there for just a moment. And then bending both knees, bringing your hands behind the thighs, cross the ankles. You can gently rock side to side if that feels good to you. If not, it's not a big deal. You can sit there nice and calmly. Now, I want you to uncross the ankles and have the shins parallel to the ceiling. So you've got a nice 90-degree angle. Imagine that you're sitting on a chair. Now place your hands on the backs of your thighs as if you're sitting on the chair with your hands on the tops of your thighs. Make sure you've got a nice little natural arch in your back. You're not pressing your lower back into the mat or into the floor. So you want that nice natural arch. It may feel weird if you generally do press that lower back into the mat, but we don't want to do that today. So your hands are gently on the tops of your thighs. Now I want you to press those hands into the tops of those thighs. And then I want you to fight. I want you to press those thighs into the hands. Hopefully you felt some activation not only in your thighs, but as well as in your shoulders and your abdominal area. And let's breathe. Inhale and exhale through the nose. And exhale, release. And again, bring those shins back up to parallel to the ceiling. You're in your seated position while you're lying on your back. Press those hands into the backs of the thighs and press the backs of the thighs into the hands. For 3, 2, and 1. And release. Drop those feet to the floor. Now widen those feet out until your heels are about shoulder width apart. Bring your arms out into a T position. We're going to do a hip twist. I want you to take a great big inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, keeping your feet on the floor, drop your knees over to the right. Your gaze can be either up at the ceiling or gently looking over your left fingertips. Relax your thighs. Inhale back up to the center. As you exhale, reset your hips. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, keeping the feet on the floor, drop the knees over to the left this time. Your gaze can be either up at the ceiling or gently looking over the right fingertips. Inhale back to the center and exhale, reset the hips, walk those feet back in and gently roll over to one side or the other. Press yourself up to your hands and knees. If you need a towel or something underneath your knees to give you some cushion, that's fine. Please get some, or a pillow or whatnot. You're going to be in tabletop position. So your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. Your gaze is gently looking at the floor. So we're going to do cat-cow this morning. We're going to open the spine and massage the spine. You're going to inhale, lift the chin up till it's parallel to the floor. Roll your shoulders back and drop your belly. This is cow. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, arch the back and press the floor away from you. This is cat. Inhale, cow. Gently lift the chin, roll the shoulders back, drop the belly. Exhale, cat. Tuck the chin to the chest, arch the back. Now begin cat and cow with your breath. Inhale and exhale. You want to feel good for you. Opening and closing the spine this morning. Keeping the spine nice and supple, getting all of that spinal fluid moving throughout your spine. One more cat and cow, each direction, and then finding yourself back in tabletop. Now take a great big inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to turn your head and buttocks to the right, making a C out of your body, opening the sides of your body, opening the ribs. Inhale back to the center, and then exhale the head and buttocks to the left. Again, opening the ribs, opening the side of the body. Inhale, center, exhale, right. Inhale, center, exhale, left. Inhale back to the center. Now you're still in your tabletop position. I want you to reach your arms out in front till they're nice and straight. Now you're going to keep your hips over your buttocks. You're going to drop your chest. So your arms will come forward. So your butt is straight up to the ceiling. This is puppy pose. You're going to drop the chest towards the floor. And if this is as far as you get, that's fine. If you can get the chin to the floor, that's fine. If you can drop the forehead to the floor, that's fine. You should feel the stretch all up under your arms and your shoulders. And breathe. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Puppy pose. Slowly bring yourself back up And this time, walk your hands back just a little bit. I want the fingers splayed out nice and wide. I want you to press the knuckles of your palms into the mat. And then curl the toes. And I want you to press the hips up to the ceiling. Drop your head in between your arms for downward facing dog. Now, you can begin to walk your dog. You can pedal your feet. You can wiggle, waggle, do what feels good to you. Drop your shoulders away from the ears. Soften and relax. Now let's find a moment of stillness here in your down dog. Pressing your heels towards the floor, they don't have to touch. Your hips are going straight up to the ceiling. Your knees are bent as much as you need them to be. Slowly walk yourself all the way up to your hands, and then exhale, fold. Bending those knees as much as you need to get those hands to the floor. And take a breath. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up. I want you to press the palms of your hands together and exhale a gentle arch back. Inhale up, and then exhale. I want you to press the hips and thighs back and down forward, keeping a nice straight spine. And now hands to the floor. I want you to step your left foot back. So you're in a lunge position. Now I want you to take your hands to the inside of the right foot. So your palms are on the floor and you've got a nice long lunge here. So your right foot is on the outside of your mat or on the outside of the right hand. Now inhale, I want you to reach that right arm up and open and twist. Hello, hips. And this is a big balance, y'all. Press your heels away from you on the floor. Now exhale, bring that hand back down on the inside. I want you to shift the hips back and straighten that right leg. And exhale, reach your chin towards the mat or to the floor. And breathe, both legs are nice and straight. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, pull forward back into your lunge. And then now I want you to get your balance because this one's really hard. You're going to place that hand right close to the inside of that right foot and get your balance. Inhale, reach up and open with that left arm. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands down. Now, I want you to step back to your plank position. Shift your hips up to the ceiling, back to down dog for a minute. Slowly walk yourself all the way up to the top, to where your hands are, and exhale, hands to the floor, bend those knees. Inhale, sweep the arms, come all the way up overhead. Press the palms together. Exhale, arch back. Inhale, back up. And exhale, shift the hips and thighs back, forward fold, nice straight spine. Hands to the floor. This time, step your right foot back, so you're in a lunge. Your hands are on the inside, so your left hand is on the inside of that left foot and your right hand too. So you've got a nice long straight lunge here. Inhale the left arm up and open and twist. Hello, glutes and hips. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands down. I want you to shift the hips back, straighten that right leg. Exhale, chin towards the toe. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, pull forward back to your lunge. Now get your
get your balance again, we're going to open up the other side. So bring that left hand nice and close. You can press that arm into that thigh if you like. Inhale, reach up and open and twist. Big balance. It's okay if you lose your balance. It helps if you put a lot of weight on this front foot and press that heel on the back foot towards the floor. And back down. And then step the left leg back into plank position and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Drop to your knees, uncurl the toes, slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat. And now, I want you to bring your hands to right outside of shoulder width. I want you to turn those toes down so your toenails are all pressed into the mat. Press your hips into the mat. Take a great big inhale. And as you exhale, gently lift the head and the chest up, pressing the hands out for baby cobra. Inhale, gazes forward, and exhale, lower. And again, inhale, head up, chest up. Exhale, pressing the hips and the toenails into the floor. And exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down. Now curl the toes, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, press yourself up, and I want you to get those big toes together and widen those knees out nice and wide. Press the buttocks back towards the heels. You can bring your arms out in front of you, dropping your forehead to the mat if that's available. If it's not, you can bring your hands into fists on top of each other and drop your forehead on the fists. If you'd like something a little more inward, you can drop that forehead to the floor and bring your hands behind you. This is child's pose. Slowly bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself up. Now let's come to sitting with your feet in front of you. Pull that flesh away from your sits bones, making sure you are sitting nice and tall. Got a nice tall straight spine. Your toes are nice and flexed. Slightly, you're not pulling them back as far as you can, so that you're sitting up nice and tall. Your legs are active, but not just really tightly stretched. Bring your hands down to the side of the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. I want you to take a great big inhale. Reach the crown of your head to the ceiling, and exhale. Begin to walk your hands down, keeping your spine nice and straight. You do not want to round the back. The object is not to get your nose to the knees. We're trying to lengthen the spine as well as stretch the hamstrings. So you're going to keep that spine nice and straight. I want you to find your edge, go as far as you can, and then back away. And it may not be very much today. It's still kind of early in the morning while we're practicing this today. So it's perfectly fine. As you can see, I'm not going down very far. So find your edge, back away, and then back away just a little bit more. You want to be to awareness. You don't want to be to the point of pain. When you're stretching muscles, if you have gone as far as you can so that you're gone so far you can't go any further, you're never going to be able to get those muscles to stretch. It's like you're pulling a rubber band so tight that it can't go any further. It's eventually going to pop. So if you release the tension and release it again, what happens is if you sit long enough and say to yourself, take a big inhale, and then exhale, relax the hips, relax the buttocks, relax the hamstrings, they will, after time, actually, you will feel the release. It takes anywhere from 70 to 120 seconds for the muscles to get the signal from the brain that it's okay to relax. And then when they finally do get the signal, you will be able to shift deeper into the pose a little bit with still being at awareness instead of pain. So if throughout this whole time we were in this
Paschimottanasana, which is called a forward fold. If you were wondering how long are we gonna be here, I wish you would shut up. That means you've gone too far and you haven't backed away from it. So slowly back away and release. Now I want you to bend that right knee. And I want you, if it's available, I want you to bring that right knee across the left leg. I want you to inhale that left arm up and back behind you. Take a big inhale and then exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale back to the center and exhale, release. And let's go to the other side. Bend that left knee. If it's available, bring that left knee over the right. Again, making sure you're sitting nice and tall. A lot of times when you bring that knee over, you might want to lean back onto the tailbone, but you could actually break your tailbone that way. So lift that foot up, and the left foot does not have to come all the way back, because that's when you tend to lean back. So bring that foot up so that you can sit nice and tall. It actually gives you more room to open and twist. So inhale the right arm up, exhale that right arm behind you. And then take a big inhale, reach the crown of your head to the ceiling. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale back to the center and exhale, release. And straighten that leg out. Now, arms out in front of you, take a great big inhale. Exhale, engage the abdominal muscles. Keep your spine straight. Slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Exhale, hands down. Now bend your knees. I want you to walk the heels towards the buttocks. We're going to move into Setu Bandha, which is bridge. So placing those hands flat on the floor or the mat, take a big inhale. As you exhale, press your feet firmly into the floor and shift the hips up to the ceiling. Roll onto the shoulders. Now you've got a couple of options here. You can press those hands into the floor. If it's available to you, you can clasp your hands underneath your buttocks to help you roll onto those shoulders. Or you can bend those forearms, have the palms facing each other, and then press through the triceps. Gaze should be up at the ceiling, squeezing the glutes, and squeezing the thighs together, pressing through the feet. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Straighten that left leg out, keeping that right knee bent. I want you to take a great big inhale, and then exhale, take that right knee across the body, and place that left hand on the thigh. Reach the right arm out to the side. Your gaze can be either up at the ceiling or gently looking over the right fingertips. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, straighten out that right leg. Inhale that left knee up, nice and bent. Exhale, drop that left knee over to the right side, placing that right hand on top of the thigh, reaching that left hand out to the side, palm up. Gaze can be either up at the ceiling or gently looking over the left fingertips. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, lower that leg to the floor. Now, take a great big inhale. And exhale, let it go. You're still laying on the floor. We're moving into the final relaxation part of this class. So take a great big inhale. And exhale, let it go. And again, great big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Now gently close your eyes, hands out to the side, getting yourself nice and comfortable. Bringing your awareness to all the points of contact your body has with the floor. Knowing that this place is safe, you are supported. Now bring your attention to the forehead. Soften and relax the forehead. Now soften and relax behind your eyes. Let the eyes sink a little deeper into the eye sockets. Now unhinge your jaw. Maybe the lips come apart just a little bit. Releasing the tongue from the back of the throat and the roof of the mouth. Letting the shoulders sink a little deeper into the mat, into the floor. Softening the belly, letting it relax. Softening the palms of the hands. Maybe the fingertips curl up just a little bit. And softening the soles of the feet. The toes, the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, and the ankles are relaxing. Right foot, left foot, completely relaxed. The shins, the calves, the thighs, and the buttocks relaxing. Right leg, left leg, completely relaxed. The abdomen, rib cage, and chest relaxing. Lower back, middle back, and upper back relaxing. The entire torso completely relaxed. Shoulders, upper arms, forearms relaxing. Wrists, palms of the hands, backs of the hands, and the fingers relaxing. Right arm, left arm, completely relaxed. Throat, the jaw, cheekbones, behind the eyes and the forehead relaxing. The entire head completely relaxed. Whole body relaxing. Whole body relaxing. Whole body completely relaxed. The next few moments, you don't have to go anywhere or do anything. Take these next few moments to let go of any troubles, any worries you may have, and just completely relax. The courage of the seed. All the buried seeds crack open in the dark, the instant they surrender to a process they can't see. What a powerful lesson is the beginning of spring. All around us, everything small and buried surrenders to a process that none of the buried parts can see. And this innate surrender allows everything edible and fragrant to break ground into a life of light that we call spring. In nature, we are quietly given countless models of how to give ourselves over to what appears dark and hopeless, but which ultimately is an awakening beyond all imagining. This moving through the dark into blossom is the threshold to God. As a seed buried in earth cannot imagine itself as an orchid or a hyacinth, neither can the heart, packed with hurt, imagine itself loved or at peace. The courage of the seed is that once cracking, it cracks all the way. Inhale slowly and let your breath draw whatever is budding in you to the surface of life. Take a deep breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and bring a little movement into your body. Take another deep breath. Lift your arms up over your head. Give yourself a big stretch. Do what feels good to you. And then bend your knees and roll over to your favorite side. Right or left, doesn't matter. Whichever one you need this morning. And when you're ready, stretch your top leg out for balance with your head heavy. Use both hands to press yourself up to a seated position. Take a moment for some gratitude this morning. Gratitude to this day. Gratitude to yourself. I'm offering gratitude to you for showing up and letting me share this practice with you. Lokai Samastai Sukino Bhavantu. May I have peace and happiness. May you have peace and happiness. May all beings have peace and happiness. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you have a great rest of your day.